online learning is something that has to be grasped, because we need to think about the continuity of, rendering education to the children, right? So that's something that is kind of like something we're trying to grasp with in Brunei, but it's not something which is relatively new beyond Brunei. So, we had the opportunity to actually have that joint venture with Nisai UK, the Nisai group of the United Kingdom, to actually establish something in Brunei itself, to render online learning. This is, the likes of tutorials or booster courses, is what you call it, from the age of 8, and beyond. My name is Hajah Normawati, Dato Paduka Haji Othman, but you can call me Mawar for short. I'm the co-founder for Syarikat PTB, Syarikat Pakar Tenaga Bersatu, and also the regional director for Nisai Brunei. Okay, what could I say? I'm a mother of 3. So, one daughter, 2 boys, just a typical mother. I guess one of the things that struck me, let me just go into where the story is at the moment. Education is something which is very dear to our hearts, and especially with the economy and especially with everything that's happening around us, right? We'd always want to have that kickstart, especially for our younger generation, to be able to, sustain themselves in the future. So, having children more or less would make you feel, as a parent, that, what's going to happen to their future. So, that's where we actually started with my husband, to really look into things where we can actually invest into, the education of the future generation. Syarikat Pakar Tenaga Bersatu, PTB, has been around since the year 2013. In 2014, we started to run programs for the government under IBTE, I understand, during that time. And we actually started from just one course, which was actually welding, right? And I think over the years, and we were given the opportunity in the year 2017 to actually expand those courses to include marker fitter and three construction courses for our Bruneians. Well, we look at our children now, it's amazing, because we see a lot of our children now, they can't live without the phone. They can't live without technology. So, more or less how the way that we teach them, we have to adapt with their lifestyle. So, that was something that we've actually seen. I mean, I wouldn't say that, I'm not going, I'm an extraordinary parent. But, I'm just like any other parent, to see that even my children are normal children who needs to have their phones, who needs to have their laptops, everything, to actually, make themselves, let's just say, complete. I don't see a lot of teenagers now without the use of technology, and it's the same thing with us. Nowadays, if we leave even the house without a mobile phone, I think we also feel incomplete. Like, I feel insecure if I just drive the car and I don't have a mobile phone. I'm going, what happens if I break down? The car breaks down. Who am I going to contact? How am I going to communicate? So, things like that. In other words, yes, it's like we've got to adapt to what the children's lifestyle and what would be the future to be, right? So, for parents out there, right, when we think about education, and we need to think, where is it that we can integrate education into their technology that they use? Yeah. The Nisai group of the UK has been around for over 24 years. For Nisai Brunei, it's been only since last July, more or less. But, just to say that over the 24 years, they've been proving themselves to be one of the, let's just say, the service providers that is preferred to render education, right, by means of virtual, and the virtual way, and the use of their Nisai virtual platform, that's what they could call it. They have a virtual platform. It's called the Nisai Virtual Academy. Is actually being used worldwide, right? And I think on our side, why Nisai Brunei is here, I'm quite proud to say that we're able to actually bring Nisai over to Brunei, not just solely for the use of the Brunei market, but the rationale why Nisai Brunei was set up was actually to serve the Asian region. And what more, for me, I feel very proud to be able to showcase our tutors, our Bruneian tutors, to say that they have the caliber to actually deliver education and teach subjects to students from the likes of Vietnam, Japan, and other countries in Asia. So basically, we were talking about in pursuit of educational excellence, right? So, when we met Drew, more or less, just a little bit of what Nisai does, over 24 years of interactive education. But it's also the fact that Nisai in itself is a good platform to be used. And they are also an advocate when it comes to inclusive education. So inclusive education means no one, as per the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, right, number 4, no one should be left out, right? So one of the things that we're now working with, and we're doing a pilot program, is with Pusat Ehsan. We've selected some students to actually go for this program to be taught I think the likes of English and maths, for a start, for the special needs themselves. I think the other one is basically when we think about looking at people who are considered as, wanting to integrate themselves, reintroduce themselves to society. So, that's another avenue or another project that we'll be embarking on very, very soon. But Nisai themselves, they are working in partnership with UNESCO, IITE, to actually deliver quality education through the means of IT. For me, it would be something that I would always say to everyone: whatever you have, don't ever lose it. That's one, but share it. So, for us, whatever the rewards that we have do not mean anything if we don't share it with others, right? Your success is also the success of others. Your success will not be seen as yours if others don't see it as being yours.